We have a task before us which must be speedily performed. We know that it will be ruinous to make delay. So let's get on with the show, everybody. That's Edgar Allan Poe. Never mind, Edgar Allan Poe. It's Monday, everybody. We're halfway through. We're over halfway through October already, if you can believe it. I want to say thank you to Clayton and Jen for doing a very nice job holding down the fort here while I was away. But now I'm back. Sassy and ready to go. I was going to say bad, but I'm never really bad. It's kind of sassy sometimes. All right, it is Monday, so we got to get some spookiness. Before we get to some spooky stuff, we got to get to some spooky headlines. Start with Travis Kelce credits Taylor Swift for his new diet changes. Less about the diet changes, more about the hat he's wearing. Yeah, we need to talk to Taylor about his hat stuff going on. Look, I'm all for bucket hats. My wife is a fan of the bucket hats, but typically the bucket hat, when it comes down, doesn't actually look like a freaking bucket on your head. It looks like a part of a bucket and then fans out, you know, not just the straight. Yeah, it's weird. And the colors, come on, buddy, we can do better. Next up, Stranger Things 5. The runtime is released for the first 4 episodes, how long they're going to be, because apparently season 5, all the episodes are really long. They're like almost 2 hours or an hour and a half or almost 2 hours, all of them. And I think there's 8 episodes total. This is the final, all done with the Stranger Things. Good series. I liked all of them. I still think, as always, the first season is the best, but the other 3 seasons, yes, plus the one makes 5. The other 3 seasons have been great, I think. So looking forward to that. If you're a fan of the Stranger Things, coming up soon. Last headline for today, the 10 Las Vegas restaurants with the most mouth-watering sandwiches, according to Reddit. I did not read Reddit, but here's the thing. In this picture, there is thin bread. Thin bread. Yeah, it's a thing. Thin bread is a thing. Don't sleep on the thin bread. Literally, don't sleep on it. It's not for that, but enjoy the thin bread. Thick bread, sometimes you go to a restaurant. I love focaccia bread, don't get me wrong. Food Fix over here does a great sandwich with focaccia bread. But focaccia bread is like focaccia, thick. And you get 2 thick pieces of bread and you get all this stuff in the middle. My mouth is not that big. I know I talk a lot, but that doesn't mean I have a big mouth. And the sandwiches get so big and it's like all bread, and then you squish it together and the stuff goes, and I will literally throw my food at somebody, mostly just down on the plate. But yeah, the thin bread actually is a good thing. I don't want to just taste bread, everybody. I want to taste everything. So when you get the thin bread, it actually works out pretty darn well. All right, so don't sleep on the thin bread. Don't sleep on the thin bread, literally. All right, now we can get on with the show, shall we? We shall. And we're going to start off with our spooky quotes with Hannah, who's doing that, like dancing, clapping thing.
Not every witch lives in Salem. Dun, dun.
Don't we know it? I mean, I'm not talking about, just regular witches with the hats. I mean, we know that was Salem was the one thing. I'm not pointing out anybody here. That was not my intention. If you're thinking it, then woo. Just kidding. We're going to move on to the next one, which is the spooky word of the day.
Happy Monday. Today is Monday, October 20th, and guess what? We're halfway through October. Time starts to fly really, really quick. So we got a word for you right here. today's word is necromancy. I am not sure what that's supposed to mean, so let's get into it. So I guess necromancy is to practice communicating with the dead and to predict the future. Now that's a thing I never heard of, but I guess if you're wanting to predict the future, you might want to talk to the dead. I guess that's what necromancy is supposed to mean. And that's word of the day. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, October 22nd. Have a good Monday.
Necromancy. I really don't want to talk to the dead undead, you know? And I'm not sure what their predictions for the future would be, because they're just going to be talking about the past. They're going to be very confused. If a dude comes to life, or comes back from the dead, is dead, but they're undead dead, and they're like, you only know what the future holds. One day, you're gonna have devices attached to your head, and then you showed them, hey, like this, they'd be like freaking out, you know? Nobody in the past is gonna accept anything in the future. They're just gonna freak out. So why would we ask the dead from a long time ago about the future? They'd be very confused why we would be asking, hey, what do you think about AI? And they're gonna, hey, what? Yeah. All right, next up, we have no introduction needed for, well, I guess an introduction is needed. The witch.
Oh no, they've made a mockery of my homeland. What are they doing? I have my family here in Salem, in this cemetery. So many people, so many memories. They've got gates around it. I can't even get in. I've flown all the way to Massachusetts, back to where my family is. And look, just look. I don't know how I'll get in. I must wait for these mortals to leave so I can fly over. Here it is, City Hall, where so many tragics happen for my family. Look, if you see that green orb, yes, it's one of my loved ones saying hello.
Ah yes, the witch out doing her witchy travels, and apparently she is actually in Salem, so it can't be that witch that's not in Salem, because she's in Salem, so doing Salem-y things that witches do, I guess. Anyway, all right, moving on. Would you rather this witchy thing or that witchy thing?
Hello, what's up everybody? It's LaBelle and I'm back with Would You Rather? Also, notice the kitty sleeping in the background? Meow, meow. Alright, enough with me doing my kitty impression, but anyway, today's Would You Rather is, would you rather be chased by bats or ghosts? So, let's go see what other clients gotta say. Hey Zach, would you mind answering my would you rather question?
Okay.
Would you rather be chased by ghosts or bats?
I'll say bats.
Why?
Because I'm not really scared of them.
Alright, thanks Zach.
You're welcome.
Robin, would you rather be chased by bats or ghosts?
Ghost.
And why?
Because I like them more than bats.
Alright, thanks, Robin.
You're welcome.
Hey, Angel, would you rather be chased by ghosts or bats?
Normally I would go with bats since they're always slow, but I'll say ghosts this time.
Alright, thanks, Angel. Hey, Gary, would you rather be chased by ghosts or bats?
Ghost,
And why?
because ghosts are my favorite type of Pokemon.
Anything else you want to say?
Well, I guess it would depend on the ghost. Not all ghosts are bad. Honestly, not even the majority of ghosts are bad. Some are just wandering spirits.
Alright, thank you, Gary. And of course, it wouldn't be a Would You Rather without Steve. So let's go see what he has to say. Steve, would you rather be chased by bats or ghosts?
I like to be chased by both because it's scary.
Chased by what?
Both,
Oh, both?
Yeah.
And why both?
because it's scary.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Steve.
You want to have a nice time.
Thanks. Oh, don't get me! And that concludes Would You Rather. Thanks to everyone that answered my Would You Rather question, especially Steve doing his ghosting. But I hope everyone enjoyed it. Stay tuned for Wednesdays Would You Rather, and stay tuned or watch Wednesdays Would You Rather to find out what it is. See you guys next time.
Well, since I've already been chased by bats, I'll check that one off my list. Bang, I got the scar on my shin to prove it. I'm gonna go with the ghost. Here's the reason why. Because ghosts are kind of unlikely. Not impossible, but kind of unlikely. So my fear of being chased by a ghost is very, very minimal. Whereas bats, that's a real thing. And I've been chased by them, and like I said, I have the scars to prove it. Whereas I've never been chased by a ghost yet. And maybe it'll work out better for me than when I was chased by the bat. Just saying. All right, now it is time for the ASL firewood frog phrase of the day. Spooky phrase of the day, hopefully. Let's see.
ASL phrase of the day is scary. Scary is so you want to put your hands out, all five out on both each side. One you can put like on top of each other, so one hand with up, other hand with the bottom, so dominant and then non-dominant here, and then just go between on your chest and be like.
Ooh, scary. Yes, yeah. Carl, scary. No, not really. No. We need Goofy. Yeah, I don't know what Goofy is, but that would be more accurate than Carl's not scary. Yeah. Except, I am scary when I'm riding a motorcycle eating a hot dog. That's scary. Don't do that. Thank you for the ASL firewood frog word of the day. Okay. Moving on to the nostalgia. Was that Spooky's nostalgia? Was that?
Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Halloween's nostalgia. And today we're going to be talking about the best spooky movie in the world. It is the most funniest and sometimes scariest, but mostly funniest movie you could ever think of. You know them all very well. Your favorite characters of all time is Hotel Transylvania. Now, Hotel Transylvania came out in 2012 when it was first released. Then the second one came out in 2015, third one in 2018, and then the fourth one came out in 2022. You could tell that they all go on adventures together. Nothing ever backs them down. They always do funny scenes. It is really good. And the actors in there are Adam Sandler, Selena Gomez, Andy Samberg, Kevin James, and so many more famous celebrities. But that's enough of me talking. Hope you enjoyed this nostalgia.
Oh, I love these movies. Well, technically I love the first movie. The second one was okay, it was pretty darn good. And then beyond that, the third one gets a little and I think they've done a series, and I think they've made another movie, and I think there's actually another one that possibly could be coming out. It's like, come on. I love Adam Sandler. I love all the guys that play the characters and stuff like that. They're always good fun, but you know, it's kind of like not as interesting as it used to be, just saying. Nice job though, Zach. We're simpatico on that one. Here we go. Last but not least, Hunttober Hits with Joe.
Oh, hello. I'm back again. I know that you know what time it is. That's right. It's time for another round of Hunttober Hits. And you know what? This one always makes me want to boogie woogie. So grab your favorite skeleton and boogie woogie with me. So, let me ask you, did you boogie woogie too? Oh, you better believe I did. That was one blazing hot tune. Well, my friends, till we see each other again, have a scary good time.
All right, thank you, Joe. We love having Joe back playing some music. So Joe started out, just to give a little history, back when we were doing this in COVID, and Joe would do the name that tune. And so he'd play something on the guitar, he'd learn it, and then play it, and everyone would figure it out. So this is cool to have him back. I love it. Joe's a great guitar player, great sport, so really, really cool to have him back for the holidays. All right, everybody, that is it for Monday. Have a great rest of your Monday. I feel kind of bad throwing these cards anymore because Ariana does such a nice job. She's like got them all prepared. She does the Monday really nice. She colors it and she puts these special notes on here so Carl doesn't screw it up, and inevitably he still does. I should stop talking about myself in the third person, but she does such a good job. I feel bad throwing it. I'll throw it anyway. Take care, everybody.